Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera and a very good morning. Yang besar Saudara Datuk Sudarsono, Pengerusi Pengelola Forum ini, yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Amar Haji Bujang Muhammad Noor, yang berhormat rakan-rakan Menteri Muda, seterusnya ketua-ketua jabatan, para peserta forum, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama kali saya ingin hendak mengucapkan setinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada pihak pengelola kerana menyebut saya pada hari ini untuk meresmikan forum yang amat penting dalam industri hutan dan perkayuan, dan juga memberi saya peluang untuk berkongsi mengenai dengan industri ini dan seterusnya arah tuju di mana kita hendak mengembangkan industri ini. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my appreciation to the organizing committee for inviting me this morning to officiate this important forum. At the same time, I would like to congratulate Datuk Sudarsono together with Datuk Nik Mahmud from UPM and all the speakers and also the participants for your effort to organize this forum at the same time to find solutions in order to formulate strategies for us to have a sustainable policy on forests, while at the same time to be a participant in the timber industry, particularly its downstream activities. And therefore, in this forum, I would like to share my views on the direction that we must explore on the question of sustainability and also the question of new approaches for us to manage our forests and at the same time to comply with the international standard on environment. And this is the basic, the prerequisite for us to move forward. I understand that the objective of this forum is more or less, number one, to enrich harvested areas with high value timber species, to restore and conserve degraded forests in our totally protected area, and finally to alleviate negative impact of timber industry on livelihood of forest-dependent communities, meaning to maintain the balance and ecosystem between forests and the people involved. Ladies and gentlemen, as a background, Sarawak, we have three categories of forests. One is our permanent forests, and then the totally protected area, and number three is the planted forest. Though planted forest is in infant stage. As a background, Sarawak has about 12.4 million hectares of land mass, and 65% are still covered with forests, which is above the national target of 50%, meaning we are still very green. But though green, if you don't have any strategic plan, it may be degraded and the size may be affected. And of course, in our economy, timber and timber products export earnings from timber to our economy is quite substantial. It is about 7 billion ringgit. And that is the revenue that we got from this sector. And in 2016, the government got a revenue of about 500 million ringgit from this sector, from 7.5 million cubic meters of logs. And that is the scenario we are in. Now, the state government of Sarawak has to balance, while maintaining the importance of timber and timber-based industry, we have also to make sure that our forests are preserved and protected, and we have to maintain, at the same time contain whatever forest feedstock that we have. This is a very difficult approach, because while it gives to our contribution to our state economy, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we still have the green over 65%. Meaning, you have to find new approach, how to move forward. My late predecessor has banned giving out short-term timber licenses, and I am going to continue with that. We are not going to give short-term timber concession on state land. However, there are areas that have been identified for development, particularly in agriculture, under NCR, that will continue. But as far as the state forest is concerned, state land, we are not going to give any more licenses. At the same time, we want to maintain our permanent forest reserve, while we are going to restore that have been logged. And this is a very difficult area. That's why I like your theme. There are two words very important there. One is enhancing, and the other one is restoration. Restoration means you have to find ways and means to enrich our log over forests. And at the same time, to maintain the contribution of our timber products, we have to find new ways. With that in mind, I would like to propose we have to explore new technology. Number one is to get all the data of our permanent forests, increase the green cover by exploring new species of trees, which is indigenous, that can grow fast and have economic value. I have shared my view with the organizer that I have visited Finland twice when I was Minister of Industrial Development. In 1988, Finland has a very good policy of restoration, at the same time enhancing forested area. So much so that they have planted pines as a raw material for timber-based industry in an expanded area, taking into consideration the climatic condition in Finland. And then my second trip, I went to one timber sawmill in Finland, employing only 5 people and exporting plywood and timber products from Finland that has contributed to the economy of Finland. Of course, they use technology and without any wastage. I saw the sawmill, but no wastage. If I were to look at that sawmill compared with Sarawak, I think at least we have to employ 150 people with all the waste thrown around in that sawmill outfit, but not in Finland because of technology. In other words, there is no wastage on timber fiber. If you want to do furniture, what you need is the fiber itself. And now you can have technology that you mix among the timber species and produce the timber products that is meant for the production of products based on timber. In other words, technology is important. Number 2, we have to enhance our R&D. Borneo is the only place where you have rich biodiversity. That's why in tourism we have a project called Heart of Borneo. And you compare with the other parts of the world, I think we got the most species of timber. Whether they can grow 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, 25 years. The duration of the lifespan of that particular species of timber. I'm sure scientists today can explore the possibility of reducing the growth rate. And if you are successful, well, it has been proven in rubber trees. I'm sure if you can identify the right stock of trees available in Borneo, and you do research, there is a possibility that you can grow indigenous tree that have the strength, that have the fiber, you mix with technology for you to move forward in timber and industry where you can harvest within 5 years. If you can harvest within 5 years, we have 20,000 acres, then within that you have a cycle. 5 years for 5 acres, 4 years we have that cycle for you to produce products that is based in timber. And therefore I would like for us to move forward to challenge this forum, particularly UPM and the agencies, to explore the possibility of producing trees that can be harvested within 5 years. And that is a big challenge, but I am sure that with the present technology and certain compound that you can inject, macam ayam bah, ayam you inject daripada besar. That's why we have difference between ayam kampung and ayam industry. If you can do that, after all, it boils down to cell. You do research on certain cell that can grow the tree at a fast rate within 5 years. Then after that, we can establish what I call industrial forests. Meaning, we allocate land for you to plant these trees meant for the industries, so you don't disturb the permanent forests and totally protected forests. That should be our approach. And then we comply with the international standard. Once you have that certification by world body, the market is yours for furniture in other timber-related products. And that should be our approach. I am going to suggest that this forum establish that. I am willing to give you fund to do this pilot project. It is for our long term. Our long policy, which is sustainable, and we have a new category of forests called industrial forests. If we have that, Sarawak, I think, is the first state, perhaps in the world, to have industrial forests. That will be a new terminology. Nanti orang tanya apa, forest pun ada industri juga. But then, based on my experience for the past 30 years in the government, and particularly in terms of technology as well as the timber industry, I think the future is bright while we comply with international standard and requirement. Ladies and gentlemen, if possible, we want to, in the long run, don't export our logs. We don't cut trees. Of course, some people ask me, where are you going to get revenue? Then I said, in the world today, forest is precious. Once it's precious, it has value. A lot of people want to see forests. That's why Semenggok, Bako National Park, is the key anchor attraction for our tourism. So kalau dia mau tengok forest kita, kita charge them. It's not free. You have certain levy, and that will become a revenue to us. Meaning Sarawak Forestry Corporation has to change their approach. Preserve forests, make that as a commodity to earn revenue, but not by cutting. The question of appreciation to the green, and also for research. Anybody want to do research? Then I said, your IP is Sarawak IP, meaning you have to pay royalty for our IP. And that is the way for Sarawak to move forward. Don't worry about revenue, but preserve forests because it is precious. Anything which is precious has value. When you see a beautiful girl, you say you want to spend anything for that girl. It's the same analogy for forests. And ladies and gentlemen, these are the new ideas that I want to share with you. I believe you are also scientists. You know about cell, you know about biology, you know about biodiversity. Let us try to add through technology in order for us to produce something which is new. When I was Minister of Industry, I would like to share with you one incident that I cannot forget. I went to Taiwan together with Rafidah Aziz. And I went to Kaohsiung. And I saw one furniture outfit in Kaohsiung with the stack of timber logs there. Then I asked, where you got the logs? He said, from Malaysia. And I said, which part of Malaysia? You know that place in Borneo. What's the name of that place? Sarawak. And I saw that this outfit also belonged to Sarawak investor. And they went for downstream in Kaohsiung. As you know, Taiwan that time it is the 80s, had a special economic relation with United States. So what they do, timber from Sarawak, downstream activities in Kaohsiung, sent to United States. And I calculated at that time, the margin was above 100%. I was shocked. Then I informed my chief minister, Pensri Taib at that time. I said, Datuk Taib, ada wang molah furniture di Taiwan. Tapi investornya dari Sarawak juga. Kali nyan jual lok situ murah. Jadi nyan jual sinun mahal. Ni ndak si Datuk untung banyak. And then at the same time, kita hanya cut. Send there, they went downstream. And then they make money. This way we start to do downstream Tanjung Manis. Tanjung Manis was identified for that. That was a result of my trip. So ladies and gentlemen, even today, it's still there. No downstream. Aggressive big companies there. Tidak ada lagi. So I think we have to review our policy, spend money on R&D, try to get 5-year trees that can be harvested, and you enhance the timber industry, and you restore our forests. That is, I hope, this forum will produce something, a plan of action. The state government, under my leadership, I will give you the fund to do the FIDEP project. With that, once again, thank you very much, and I wish you success in this forum. Thank you.